Last time on the game-o-holic.
And happy. Yes! Yes, we've done it! The game-o-holic is finally gone. And I only have you and Dr. Scott to thank. The guy strictly works on business.
And now, the continuation of the game-o-holic.
Yes, I'm Dr. Scott, and it's never been addressed on this show that the supernatural does exist. So, kiss my ass. I am sick and tired of hearing this guy constantly bitch and complain about video games, and something needs to be done about it.
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, I'm calling to let you know that I've got a job for you.
Like what?
Well, I'm getting paid a ton of money to open an interdimensional portal, pull this evil game reviewer out of hell, and destroy his twin.
Oh yeah? Sounds like some crazy shit.
Well, this is the Game-o-holic show. Anyway, I was told that I need to get you to carry out the job.
Well, what's in it for me?
Well, money, of course. Everybody loves money. Well, and other things.
What other things?
Yeah, so here's what I think I need you to do. So, after I open this interdimensional portal, I think it would be a really good idea that if...
They tried to end me. They tried to destroy the very empire that I've built. They left me for dead. But legends don't respawn by accident. What is this? Where am I?
You are inside a rehabilitation chamber. We found you after the explosion.
Soon enough. I will be coming for those bastards. Soon enough. But my game room. My game room is in a million pieces.
While you rebuild, game-o-holic, we will create a digital hologram of your game room, just as you remember it.
What the hell is this?
Soon enough, game-o-holic. Now review these casino games. Any money that you win will convert to real currency and can be used to rebuild your empire.
Huh. Fucking sweet! Well, it's great to be back in this digital game room. I guess I digress, and I do what I gotta do while I'm earning some money. And with earning some money, these guys that saved me, whoever the hell you guys are, thank you. Thank you for saving my life. And for that fucking piece of shit, whoever you are, you better watch your back. Whatever team you're assembling, whatever people you got behind your back, I'm coming for you. Just wait.
Oh my god, I almost died!
And while I'm waiting, I'm gonna earn some money so I can fix this damn game room and make it legit again. We need money. They got me starting off pretty old today. Huh. Casino for the Atari 2600. You have never gotten a chance to play this. I do know the game was released in 1979, so this is the very first casino game we ever got. I was a dimple on somebody's ass when this came out. But let's pop it in the Atari, and let's see what shakes loose. Let's pop this piece of shit in. I'm not apologizing to Leo. Fuck that.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So with Casino, you have the option of playing 3 games. Blackjack, stud poker, and solitaire. Well, like, when I'm in an actual casino, I like to play a lot of blackjack. The concept of blackjack is this. All the face cards, 10, jack, queen, king, they all mean the number 10. 2 through 9 are all the same. The ace plays as a 1 or an 11. So if you get an ace with a face card, you are having blackjack. That's great. Ace with anything else, you better pay attention. The name of the game of blackjack is to get 21 without going over. Sounds like one of Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriends.
You fucked up.
Whenever you get a double of a number, 2s, 3s, 4s, all the way down the pipeline, you are allowed to split. You have to put out double the money in order to continue on with that hand. Again, neither hand you could go over 21, Leo. But I digress. Blackjack on Casino is not really the best or the greatest version of it. It was great for what it was back in the day. Remember, this is when Las Vegas was still run by... Let's just continue playing the game.
If you would have just kept your fucking mouth shut.
Stud poker, we're not really going to talk about because there's other games that have stud poker. But this is the earliest I recall any game having solitaire. Looks like the Atari has one up on Windows 93 finally. But in a game like this, where we need to make thousands and thousands of dollars to replace everything in my fucking game room, we're gonna do it. So Atari, suck my ass.
Ha ha, you're old.
But you gotta give me a decent casino game where I can make a little bit more money. But that's what they did. So today, we are going to also talk about Golden Nugget. These Golden Nugget games were released by EA, but not the same EA that you're thinking. This was the same EA and Virgin Interactive that worked on Mick Kids and Cool Spot. Fucking Cool Spot again? Well, I never grew up with the PlayStation version of Golden Nugget. Well, this is the inferior version, and apparently there's 30 minutes of Batman, Adam West is in this, walking around the Golden Nugget trying to tell you how to fucking play poker and slot machines. I don't need Batman and his missing parents to tell me how to win money.
Come back here and apologize!
So we're going to play the N64 version. I rented this a lot as a kid. Let's pop this fucking game in. Let's pop this piece of shit in. Golden Nugget 64? More like Golden Shower 64.
Gross.
While you have some of your more common games in here, like 5-card draw, and the slot machines, and blackjack and all that, okay, fine. But this game is the earliest time I recall it ever introducing me to the money wheel, 3-card poker, and Texas Hold'em. I love playing Texas Hold'em. I used to play all the time. I played recently, and I whooped some ass. But we're not talking about playing for pennies and sweet tarts. We're talking about playing for fucking real money.
Play a call.
Now the shit is about to get serious. Because look at this. Well, the game essentially starts you off with $1,000. Hey, any other game that wants to give me $1,000 just for turning it on, I fucking welcome it.
Play a call.
The game moves very slow, especially when you're playing any of the stud games.
Play a check. Play a check.
And any of the styles of Texas Hold'em. Plus, you have to start at low stakes. Not to mention that the sounds and music going on in the background, well, it's not terrible. Every time you're playing a poker game, it is so annoying to hear player calls, player calls, player calls, player calls. It's like Michael Caine trying to eat your ass. Like, no! I don't want to fucking hear a voice like that every single time. It's fucking annoying.
Shut up, you're so annoying!
You know, it's pretty insane that I have to gain money to rebuild my game room. But you guys want to give me the worst type of crap to play. Give me something I know. I understand I like playing Texas Hold'em, and it's a lot of fun to play. But slot machines, you can lose a lot. Texas Hold'em is cash table-wise. Stop pissing in my ear. Give me something that I know I've played. Give me a fucking break.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Well, I know I have all these games to sift through. There's a lot of games I'm not talking about today. Like Vegas Games 2000 on the PlayStation. And anime style one I talked about a long time ago called Casino Kid. I'm not done with you yet, you little bitch.
Them's fighting words.
Let's get a little more sweeter, and let's talk about Caesar's Palace.
Alrighty then.
Some of these Caesar's Palace games were created by Illusion Game and Inversion Interactive. Now, if you've never heard of Illusion Gaming, they worked on the Scooby-Doo mystery game and a couple of PC Beavis and Butthead games, like Bunghole and One, amongst others. Okay. But today, while there's a lot of nonsense in gaming and good and bad shit to fester through here, let's get rid of all those and let's break them while we're at it and just concentrate on the one I played as a kid. And that's Caesar's Palace for the Super Nintendo. Let's fucking pop this one in. Pop this fucking game in. Looks like Vanna White. Now the game opens up to showing you this amazing entrance of Caesar's Palace, which always as a kid, the music on any version of this game is outstanding. So you start off at an ATM where you put your name in, and I can think of a couple of names I'd like to fucking call myself, but you have this unmaterialized fucking password system. Why does it gotta be so long? I understand it's the SNES, so I digress a little bit, but this is a little too much. Now, rolling into Caesar's Palace, they start you off with $2,000. That's a lot of money just to turn on the game, too. I am not going to complain. Don't get upset, Rad. I'm only saying it once in this episode, so lick my crotch.
You're terrible.
Now, in this particular version of Caesar's Palace, I think it holds up amongst all the rest. While it has video poker, it has blackjack, it has baccarat, craps, roulette, slot machines, it even has horse racing and Red Dog. Red Dog in a casino game. Now, that's pretty damn cool. If you don't know what Red Dog is, a lot of us people who play home games, you know, something you shouldn't be doing because, you know, the state can't tax you for it. We call it AC-doocy. That's where you got to get in between the number. You can lose your fucking house playing that game. But I'm about to win the bankroll playing this one. You can also play games like Keno, and you can talk to people. Random people will give you advice trying to tell you what games to play. That's pretty interesting. I don't need anybody telling me shit. There are also people that are standing around and they are blocking off certain tables and certain games. More or less, that's the high limit lounge. So, you know, when you don't have enough money, obviously they won't even let you pass. But who cares? If I want to bet $2,000 on one hand of craps or one game on a slot machine, who the fuck cares? It's my money.
And I need it now!
One thing I thought was pretty interesting in this game is that when you go back to the ATM, one thing that other games didn't have is you could buy lottery tickets. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, they're $100 a pop, and if you lose, that's 1/20th of your bankroll gone immediately, but it's a nice little addition, I'm not gonna lie. Another cool little addition, yet pointless, is the fact that you can go outside and you can leave the casino, and if you do, it basically shows you this leaving Vegas sign and the game restarts again. So essentially, it's a hard reset button without actually going up to the console and hitting the fucking reset button. The one thing I like is actually in the Game Boy version, which this is the last I'm going to say on the damn subject, is actually if you want to, you can go take a piss or a shit. But essentially at this point, this is where this game is falling towards, is the piss and shit zone. So Caesar's Palace can lick my hairy butt. Did I fail to mention that the graphics and music in this game were outstanding, but they were released by one of the worst people I could think of? And that's Tommy Tallarico? Really? The guy who was supposed to bring us the Intellivision Amico is the one who worked on this game? Go find a dumpster somewhere, pal, and shit on yourself.
I smell shit.
Now, I know there's not a lot of well-oiled casino games out here. A lot of the time, it's more or less more of the same. You're playing the same slots, video poker, blackjack, whatever. But nothing ever has grasped my attention. But there is one. Ladies and gentlemen, the game I want to talk about today that really needs no introduction is by our buddies over at HAL. That's right, the same son of a bitches who made Kirby and Super Smash Brothers. Vegas Dream. Let's pop this one in. Let's pop this game in. I honestly do not know what to expect. In 1990, HAL really understood the assignment with Vegas Dreams. While it is a light-hearted type of casino game with only a couple of games, Keno, Blackjack, Roulette, and slots, the great thing about this game, and pay attention guys, is in Vegas Dreams there is a whole story mode in place where it turns into a simulator. That's right, a casino simulator. In this game, you can get married. What? There's a whole back story to Vegas Dreams, on top of the entire just going to the casino and playing games. This actually has lined up with the good parts of Casino Kid. I think I might eat shit and like harden it icicle-wise and chew on it like a goddamn Dookie popsicle.
I got the poo on me.
While you're playing these casino games, even after you're married, the woman or the man you marry could literally turn around and be crooked and rob you blind. You don't need a simulator for that! Holy crap! Essentially, Vegas Dreams is like you have a gambling problem in the game. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. But I mean, holy crap. What the hell of a concept. What a hell of a concept. And, not to mention, they didn't stop there. Because a couple of years later, they came out with Vegas Stakes. Vegas Stakes was released in 1993 by HAL. Same company. This one even has mouse support. Something tells me I'm gonna have a lot more fun and build a whole lot more bankroll with this one. Let's pop it in. Let's pop this classic in. So I can honestly say, this is probably the best game out of the entire damn stack. The game starts with you driving up into Vegas with a couple of friends. There's Maria, Cliff, Isabella, and I can't remember the other guy's name. We'll just call him Ryan Reynolds. Who the fuck knows? But you end up in a hotel room and you pick which one of your friends you want to come down to the casino with you. Well, essentially, you don't really see them other than them popping up in a window every so often. It is what it is. Then you play at these different casinos. You have the Golden Palace, you have the Buffalo Head, the 2020. I mean, this is insane. You have your choice of casinos. You have your choice of games. Again, you get to pick the amount you want to play. $1, $5, $20, whatever you want to play. They start you off with a $1,000 bankroll. Yeah! This is what I'm talking about. They have all these different variations of slot machines and different tables that you could play on. Not to mention, Vegas Stakes you could play with 4 players. That's pretty cool. Plus, you have the option to save your game without a particular password system. The game actually has a save battery. Holy crap.
Don't make a fuck out of me.
Now, essentially, in Vegas Stakes, the same thing can happen just like in Vegas Dreams. You could be just sitting on a random slot machine or at a random table, and someone will try to come up to you and sell you jewelry for $1,000. That jewelry could be fake, and now you just got had. Somebody could tell you while you were eating a damn pretzel at a table or a slot machine that you have a mustard stain on your shirt, and they could pickpocket you. Sometimes a slot attendant will come over and put credit in your slot machine. The game literally, it's like Fable for casino games. Every decision you do when you bet, everything makes sense. You could buy random lotto tickets, not in the same way that you would do it in Caesar's Palace, but hey, I just won $9,500. Holy crap. We are continuing to build up this bankroll. And now that we have built up this bankroll up to $100,000, this is where shit gets real. Laurel Palace opens up. And in Laurel Palace, the other girl's name is Maria, by the way. In Laurel Palace, it's no limit. Sky's the limit, balls to the wall. You want to bet $100,000 on a hand of blackjack? You go right ahead. You want to bet $25,000 a spin on a slot machine? You feel fit. If you want to bet your entire bankroll on a hand of 7-card stud, you go right ahead. It's crazy how there's all kinds of different characters, that every move that you make in this game makes a difference of what happens later. And I've done it, guys. I've made so much money. I have made so much money in this game, I just have to cry. I have to thank these guys for allowing the bankroll to mean something. I've done it, guys. $10 million.
Billion, gajillion, fifillion.
$10 million is where Vegas Stakes ends. But Vegas Stakes asks you a very important question. More or less, that question is, if you could have one wish, what would that wish be? What would my wish be, Vegas Stakes? What would my wish be, guys? My wish is to find these son of a bitches who fucked with me in the first place. And I know the anti-game-o-holic is behind it. So all I have to say is this, you no good sack of shit. But I don't fight fair. even.